Welcome back. Tesla is to join the S&P 500 on December 21st of 2020, and this is massive news. This is big news. I want to talk to you guys a few things, just kind of get into a few little things here and why this is so important and how the future of Tesla is, in my opinion, going to change with, such a massive inclusion. And there's a lot more to it than people realize. So let's get right into it and I'm going to try and keep this a short video for you guys. So let's just get into it. It's really important for us to understand that with Tesla now being included in the S&P 500, it is extremely important because this is a company that literally, just a few years ago was on the verge of going bankrupt, and they've come back and they fought so hard to get to where they are currently and where they want to be. But the S&P 500 has obviously massive effects on the entire index. This is not a small company. This is a massive company that's coming in there. The market cap is absolutely insane. It's going to be over for it's going to be, let's put it this way. As far as companies that are coming into the S&P 500, this is one of the larger ones, right? And so it's going to be very interesting to see how this is going to change the prices overall. But I'm going to kind of break this video down quickly and kind of get into something very, very specific for you guys. I know a lot of people are wondering, especially the shareholders, they're wondering, okay, if I own shares, how is this going to affect me? I think it's a wrong way of looking at it. If you own shares in the company because you want to see where the company is going to go, and you obviously want to make money later on down the road. But I'm going to put it this way. This is a simple question of supply and demand. So if you own shares, I'm going to leave it at that and just say this is a question of supply and demand. And right now there's going to be a lot more demand for Tesla shares. But I think with that out of the way, I kind of want to get into a little bit about what this means for Tesla. One of the big aspects of being part of the S&P 500 is suddenly there's going to be more buying power for Tesla themselves. This is where Tesla can really raise funds a lot faster. They already have a ridiculous amount of cash on hand. So cash on hand is great to have, but it's also just as important to have that borrowing power. With Tesla being part of the S&P 500, they have a very, very strong, very solid power to borrow money if they want to, and they can grow at an exponential rate. Let's not forget that Tesla is not a company that first of all, let's talk a little bit about where Tesla has really come from. So when you're looking at Tesla overall, and this is something that I have to be the first one to admit that I was wrong in some cases. I've always expected Tesla to go far, but I've also started looking slowly, especially as a shareholder and as as a Model S owner. I started looking at Tesla on a personal level as a company that is, it's already established, and there we go. It's good to go. I have the product. I'm using their product, and we own shares in the company. But I totally forgot about, at least for the last few months, I think what happened is I totally forgot about where they came from and what their mission statement is and what they're trying to get, what they're trying to do. And I kind of fell almost into that same trap as when you're looking at big media, especially. People talk a lot of crazy stuff about Tesla, and Tesla has never really been taken seriously. Ever since I've heard about Tesla, they've never been taken seriously. Everybody's been really pushing this company down, and the FUD, it's incredible the type of news that has come out of Tesla, about Tesla, I should say. And it just never stopped. Nobody ever took Tesla seriously. Everybody kind of took it as a startup, as a company that still has no real chance or no true opportunity against the big boys in town. Well, with them being included into the S&P 500 right now, this kind of changes the mentality of everybody. And I am willing to bet that over the coming months, we're going to see a shift of how people perceive Tesla. And when I say a shift, I'm talking about the way that people are going to be talking about Teslas, more specifically about the fact that, okay, this is a company now that's in the S&P 500. This is no longer a company that's just, a small little company here and there. But it's going, by them being accepted into the S&P 500, they are now, people's perception of Tesla is going to be very different. And especially media and a lot of the financial institutions and people are going to be taking Tesla a lot more seriously as a company and the potential of the company. For me, I think, like I said, the biggest takeaway here is going to be what type of news you and me and everyone else, what kind of news are we going to see when it comes to how people talk about Tesla specifically. We are very fortunate to have Tesla here, because you have to remember that Tesla was very, very close to not being with us today. But now they are with us, and not only are they with us, but they have proven themselves enough to persevere past all the FUD, persevere past all the negativity that has been thrown at them. As far as companies go, Tesla has been not only shorted, which a lot of people know, but they've also been consistently hit when they were down. This is, I think, one of the companies where you can truly say, don't kick somebody when they're down. Well, Tesla's been kicked multiple times, and especially when they were down. People never took this company seriously, and they never saw the potential of this company. But you have to remember, when Tesla started out, when the original Roadster came out, the whole idea of electrification wasn't really there. Everybody kind of laughed at the whole idea that this is even somebody's willing to invest this kind of money to be taken seriously. And yet today we are at the point where, we went from 2012, the release of the Model S, and everything beyond that, it was just a matter of growth. Tesla wasn't paying attention to what everybody was saying. The naysayers, the non-believers, the big corporations who basically were scared of the idea if it works out. Because ultimately, that's the big thing. You have to remember that there's a lot of big corporations that wanted Tesla to fail. But today, in 2020, we are looking at a company that, despite a world pandemic that we have happening, they still managed to create a profitable situation for themselves. And they're consistently working towards getting better every single day. They're not even releasing models of their vehicles, on a yearly basis. They're basically releasing it as it comes along. And they changed the entire mentality of the world. As an industry, they've obviously woken up everyone else and said, wait, there's a different way to do this. As consumers, we've woken up that there's a better way to deal with, a product. But as consumers, a lot of us now realize, wait a second, it's not just about the product. It's about what is that company that we're buying the product from? What is their statement? What is it that they're trying to accomplish? And Tesla has shown us a very interesting way to look at things about the sustainability of the future. And when you look at somebody like Elon, this is where it all started from. It's his enthusiasm and it's his unbelievable drive that really wakes all of us up. And we all take so much strength from him. And he gives us a lot of strength to believe that things can get better. To me, a huge congratulations goes out to Elon himself. If Elon could see this, I would say this to you. Elon, you put your heart and soul into this company, but more so, you put your heart and soul into the mission, into the sustainable future that you foresee for all of us. And it wasn't just you. Your enthusiasm brought along a lot of us, and we started spreading the word. And yet, despite everything, today we are at a crossroads. We are at the point where, You see everybody that was talking, all these companies that never took anything seriously when it came to Tesla. Single-handedly, Elon decided that, yeah, things are going to change and I'll force your hand if I have to. And he did. And today you look at all the big automakers, they are being forced to jump into electric vehicles. It's a very interesting scenario for me to see this. As a company, really Tesla has done an amazing job. But for the employees, for all the people that put all that hard work into releasing these products, listen, I understand not every product is a great product. I understand people have vehicles that are not the best. Listen, my car isn't. I have issues, little issues with my car, but that's not the problem here. That's not a situation here for us. What is what I think a lot of us forgot, including myself, and that is the amazing things that Tesla has done and where they're trying to get to. The S&P 500 inclusion, it just means that Tesla is going to be taken much more seriously on a world stage, and by, I think, overall by the media. And that for us, we need that. I think Elon needs that recognition to really come through on Tesla side. I think he has the recognition on SpaceX. He did a beautiful job there, and he's still continuing to do a wonderful job. But with Tesla, he was always questioned about, is Tesla really all that, what he thinks it is? And I think with S&P 500, again, it's just going to be a massive change of people's perspective of what Tesla is. I cannot send out enough congratulations to everybody working at Tesla, for all of you out there who are supporting this company and supporting the mentality, supporting the mission, because it's not about the car, and it's not about, the sustainability of the future, but rather it's about a bigger picture. It's about us as human beings and how can we improve the world rather than being, very static. It's just a car, but it's not just a car. It's the way it makes you feel. It's the way it makes you look at the world around you. But even more so than that, it's a shift. It's a massive shift in history. And for all of you who are part of this, many of you, I'm sure, were part of the switchover from the good old flip phones to the smartphones, and that was such a huge shift for us as a society, and what it has done for us as a society. Tesla's electric cars have done the same thing. Tesla's electrification has done the same thing. It just caused a massive shift, but it came very hard. I think from here on, we're going to see a wonderful change as far as how people are perceiving Tesla. I am willing to bet on that, because with the S&P 500, you get taken a lot more seriously, and I think that's one of the biggest benefits. Of course, the fact that they will have more buying power, they will have more ability to take loans and increase productivity, increase factories. On top of the fact that not only are they a profitable company now, but they are striving to go forward with much more, build out new factories. And you know what? I can bet that whatever we know is only a small portion of what Tesla is capable of doing or what they're planning on doing. I would love to see, I can't wait to see what the next evolution for Tesla is. What is the next thing they're going to do? And trust me, I think there's a lot of plans there already. Okay, I'm gonna leave it at that. It's a way longer video than I expected, so thank you very much if you stuck around this long, and look forward to some new style videos from me, because honestly, this kind of it reminded me of why I fell in love with Tesla in the first place, and it's gonna be an interesting next, at least I would say the next year is gonna be crazy interesting, but going forward, I think it's gonna be that much more interesting. It's going to be ridiculously wonderful to see what Tesla is going to do. And that's about it. So thank you so much for watching. And well, if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. And I truly appreciate you. Till next time, bye bye.